The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right. Well, it's 11 o'clock. We've got about 13 people joined up. Yoop, you there?
Yes, I'm here, Frank.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, I know. We're all really excited. Just want to say good morning. Well, actually, it's morning in San Francisco where I'm from, but it may be some other time where everyone else is tuning in. But depending on where you're from, good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to the Best of the Best webinar series brought to you by Novedge, the design software superstore. I want to, first of all, thank all of you for joining us today. We're really excited to not only present such an up-and-coming software like Sustainable Minds, but also to have Yoop Meyer going through the process with us. If you don't know, Yoop is owner and president of The Right Environment in Austin, Texas, and has over 10 years of experience developing more than a dozen evaluation tools and has drafted national standards on footprinting. He trains design departments in sustainable design sourcing and has performed LCAs for over 300 products. We're extremely pleased to not only have a presenter of Yoop's stature, but to be able to crack open the Sustainable Minds software. Yoop's going to speak for about 45 minutes and walk us through Sustainable Minds, and then after that, we're going to open it back up for a Q&A session. So feel free to shoot us your questions during the presentation, and Yoop will get to them towards the end. So make sure you stick around. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Yoop. Yoop, it's all you, man.
All right, thank you, Frank. Let's see if we can change screens here. Here we go. Yes, I'm there. You should be able to see the first slide. Welcome to this Novedge webinar. My name is Yoop Meyer, as Frank just said. I'm an LCA technical expert at Sustainable Minds and owner of The Right Environment. I'm a chemist from background and LCA lifecycle assessment expert by training. I spent my career in guiding product development, measuring environmental performance, and help with all kinds of standardization efforts within ISO, ASTM, US Green Building Council, all about footprinting and quantifying environmental performance. Now, to keep things moving in this webinar and to avoid confusion, we've muted all of you. So all participant microphones are and will remain muted throughout the webinar. If you have a question, then please type it into the Send Questions to Staff in the chat pane bar during the presentation. We will be capturing all your questions, and we'll try to address them during our Q&A at the end in about 45 minutes. If we don't get to all your questions, then we'll follow up with you afterwards. Last minute before we go into it, we will be recording this, and all of this presentation will be available on multiple sites, and we'll notify you when that happens. Now, when we look at the webinar for today, there are a few things I want to cover with you today. First, I want to tell you a little bit about customers that are using our software and which customers they are, what categories they fall. Since we're talking about Ecodesign software with quantified environmental performance, we're going to look at Ecodesign strategies, what they are, which ones have been successful for others. Maybe you can identify with them yourself. Then we'll try to marry that with how does the design process link up to life cycle assessment, and how do we get to quantified environmental performance and combine those two. And that's exactly what Sustainable Minds is doing. I will be switching between the website, because everything is online, and this presentation and a demo of the software. So just bear with me, we'll be switching quite frequently. We'll go to some features of Sustainable Minds, and then I'll demo a few projects. We're going to set up our own project and look at a couple ones that we've done before, and then we'll wrap this up with a Q&A. Now, why are we in this business? What we want to do with you with this software is we want to empower product development in your organization by operationalizing sustainable performance. And by doing that, we want to bring environmental sustainability to mainstream product development and manufacturing. That's our business. And if you then see who is working with our software, there are many organizations and there are many people in various functions that are already using our software. You see here a good overview of categories of manufacturers, product consultancies, and educational facilities. and then I'm sure each one of you can identify with at least one of these companies over here. Now, many of these companies have a story on our website. There's some videos, how to use it, and what I want to do right now is go look at a couple of these customer stories. So when you go to our website, there's a section called Customers, and what you see here is the same breakdown in manufacturing, consulting, design, engineering, and education. And for example, when you click on the Rhode Island School for Design, there's a video from Greg Provost that's depicted here. And when you look at that video, it's an example of how he used Sustainable Mind software in his class with some sophomores and trying to redesign or redevelop a toaster. It's a fantastic example to look at. Another example, which may be a bit closer to people who are in product design, Sustainable Mind software is excellent for redeveloping, redesigning an existing product. And here's an example from Stanford University in a class where they said, okay, let's do a breakdown project. And they did it on a portable CD player. And they assessed it through our software to look at the major environmental impacts and then see where they would improve for their redesign. Now, that's something that you can do yourself. Now, there are more customer stories. The last one that I want to show you is the one from Yakima. They visited one of our workshops, and within a few weeks after the workshop, they redesigned a tool for your car to fit your bike on. This is a bike mount. And we'll go through the software here, but you see that the software will give you a scorecard and that you can compare your current design with a new design. And their new design that they did delivered a performance improvement of about 16%, only 3 weeks after our training. Okay, so some about our customers. Now, why would you want to use Sustainable Minds? What we want to do, we want to educate and empower you in product development organization to design greener products from the start. We want you to be able to create innovation, but then based on a green baseline. We want to deliver a tool that you can work flexible with, that you can work fast with, and do your redesigns quite quickly. And we think we managed to succeed to do that. Now, by doing that, you can reduce, hopefully, some time and increase revenue and win more business.